Alright guys, to make our Banana Foster Simple Syrup, we're going to start by making a spiced banana aleo. So we're going to, again, we've done it before, but we're going to use sugar to extract all the essential oils and the base flavors of the spices and the fruit. And we're only using banana peel today because it has a more savory, earthy note, not as directly banana, but it's phenomenal in a lot of different things. 2 banana peels and 1 twist of orange, 1 nutmeg for shaving, just a couple black peppercorns, maybe 5 or 6. About half a cinnamon stick. About a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice berries. Just a pinch of salt. And I have 2/3 cup of sugar divided in 2. And 1/3 cup brown sugar. So the first thing is I'm going to take 1/3 cup of that white sugar. We split that 2/3 cup into 2. I'm going to show you why right now, because we're going to add a little caramel to our simple syrup. So I have just a baking pan with tin foil here. You just need a heat-resistant surface because we're going to play with fire, which is always fun. So I'm just going to spread out that sugar. Nothing specific, just right there. And I have my fun little culinary torch. We're going to play with some fire, and I'm just going to torch the sugar. I don't need to caramelize the entire batch. I just want to give a little hint of caramel notes to it. So I'm just going to take that sugar. It's fighting here a little bit. There we go. And we're just going to kind of slowly play and just kind of caramelize some of this sugar here. So I'm just getting a little bit of yellow up on top. All right, I feel pretty happy with that. Just a little bit of just kind of a little toast on there. I don't know if you can see it, probably can't see it, but we're just going to add that. So we got that toasted. So now I want to get those all the ingredients and all the flavors out of the spices. So I have all my spices. I'm going to give them just a little muddle, just to kind of crack them open, give the sugar a chance to get to what's inside. So I got my allspice. And again, it doesn't have to powder it, but you just got to crack them open. Do the same with the black pepper. You and that cinnamon stick. Ooh. Beautiful. All right, and we're going to toast them. We're going to toast those spices before we use them. It's going to bring the oils to the surface, give the ingredients a little more access to the oils, essential oils of the spices. So, all right, so let's get a little toast going here. Gonna let that heat up for a moment. You know, electric stoves. What am I going to do, right? You'll suffer for your art. You do. I know. All right, let's toss them in there. So it's allspice, black pepper, and the cinnamon. Ooh. So I'm going to let that heat up for just a minute, and once it becomes fragrant, once you can start smelling it, that's when you know it's where you want it to be. So give it a second just to heat up. Get all this out here. So while that's heating up, I have my nutmeg. If you have powdered nutmeg, you just want to sprinkle a little bit in there, but I have whole nutmeg, so I'm going to shave it off a little bit. That's where this little zester comes in handy. It's always a nice one. So I don't want too much, but I want enough nutmeg to be suggestive. So it's really to taste here. I would say I'm looking for maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon in the recipe that we have going here. So I'm just going to shave some of that into my container that I'm going to use for everything else. So it's really not much nutmeg. It's only just a little dusting at the bottom of the, you can see it at the bottom of the container. I can also throw my salt in right now, just a pinch of salt. And the salt is going to help kind of bring the more savory notes out of the orange peel. It's going to keep any acidity or sweetness from being a little too much. Salt is a nice touch to kind of bring out certain flavors. And just a pinch of it, you're not going to notice it, and it's going to kind of help ground some of those flavors, especially the more earthy banana flavor that we're looking for. So I can smell the, ooh, there we go. So yep. Oh, I can definitely smell those spices. Let's get them out of that pan. smells good. All right, and I have my 1 orange twist just for a little bit of orange oil. Drop that in. And I have my 2 banana peels, one a little younger, one a little older, but you know, what are you gonna do? And again, banana peel, rather than hit you over the face with banana fruit or banana candy, banana peel is gonna be much more savory, earthy, just suggests banana, as opposed to hit you in the face with it. So we have our banana. I'm gonna cover it with our sugar. Let's get our brown sugar in there. Drop it a little bit. And we're going to put our caramelized sugar in there too. Let's see how this goes. Beautiful. So it's all in there, and I'm going to give it a good little muddle just to make sure everything is broken up in there. Sugar's touching everything, has access to everything it needs. And I don't think it is at the moment. All right, guys. All right, so we have everything in our Oleo. We're going to let this sit for a day or two. I'm going to try for 2 days. And when I come back, you're going to see there's a whole layer of liquid here that the sugar has drawn out of the fruit and the spices. So yeah, we'll see you in a day or two. Make something good. All right, guys, so we're going to finish our banana Oleo, banana Foster syrup guy right here. So we've been marinating the banana peels, the cinnamon, the orange peel, all in sugar. I gave it about 2 days. It was pretty good to go after 1, but I want to get extra time to get all that good stuff out. So now I'm just going to, so it's about 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to heat up equal parts water. I have that heating on the stove. It's pretty much at a boil, and now I'm just going to combine and dissolve the two. And I'm going to use the heat, just a little bit of heat, to kind of extract the rest of the spices and the fruit and stuff out of there. So we have, so this is ready. It's just boiling right now for me. So I'm going to get as much sugar as I can out of there. So I still got a lot of sugar in here, so I'm going to heat up this water and kind of toss it back and forth to kind of rinse all this good stuff out. You don't want to lose all that. Bring it up just to like right below boiling, and then I'm going to let it cool back down again. And once it's cool, then we'll strain it. We've got everything we can out of it, and it'll just be our wonderful, wonderful syrup. So that's right about out of boiling. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to put it back in here. This is a heat, you know, it's not going to melt in the heat. Not in this heat anyway. All right. I'm going to cover that. And I'm going to let this cool down to room temperature, and then we'll strain it. It's going to be beautiful. See you in a minute. All right, guys, so the banana syrup, it's been sitting for a couple hours. It's cooled down enough. It's still a little bit warm, but it's pretty much room temperature, so I think we're ready to strain it. So let's do it. So we're going to just take a fine mesh strainer, kind of get all the gunk and stuff out of there. Let's do it. All right, so I got most of those spices out. Let's get the rest of those peels out there. You know what I'm going to do? So there's still some juice in those peels. I'm going to just take a spoon, kind of press this, place this right on top here. It's the nice thing about those strainers. They can just sit on top of the container and just try to press everything I can. All right, I think that's it. All right, guys, there we have it. Banana Foster, banana Oleo, cinnamon, black pepper, orange, all that good stuff in there. It's ready to be used. I'll see you on the drink.